Usually where I'm at when it comes to the topic of Eugenia Cooney is I respect everybody's perspectives, but I feel like some people just go in a direction that I'm not a fan of.
I look at her and I'm like, how does everything, like, how does it not hurt to exist? I actually do get physical pain. Like, it hurts to sit. And then they say, oh, that's why Eugenia's always shifting. You know what I mean? Because she's sitting on bone. There's no fat and barely any muscle.
And I'm sure that's how everyone feels, you know? It's not an easy topic. It's very sensitive. There's no right answers. It's difficult. It's a difficult topic for a lot of people. You have people arguing about why she's sick. Some people try to say it's because she has an eating disorder. And even though she has never came out of her mouth and like solidified, she has alluded to it. In fact, it's the only thing she has alluded to.
So yes, I was like dealing with an eating disorder. As for like, I guess like labels with things like that, I guess like something that I've also kind of learned going through it and seeing like other people that were like also there, that even though like a lot of people can be like dealing with eating disorders, that like each person's story and each person's like experience with it can be like really different and really like individual.
She doesn't want to talk about it. She doesn't have to. But my point is those that are saying, well, it could be something she was born with or a medical condition or this or that. Absolutely, it could be. However, even if it was some medical condition that is out of her control, I wish we could all just come to agreement on the fact she needs some professional care and that her mother could do so much more to help her.
Eugenia and her mother's relationship has always came off a bit strange, especially on camera. But even if we just keep it to the bare minimum, I personally think it is very concerning that Deb raised Eugenia to not know how to fend for herself or stand on her own 2 feet. Eugenia doesn't even know how to do just basic everyday functions in order to just have a healthy lifestyle as an adult. And I do not fault Eugenia whatsoever when it comes to this, but it does make me question why a parent would want their adult child to rely on them so heavily. And I do wonder if Deb herself isn't a bit unwell and needs help.
How is your mom okay watching you wilt away? She's not. My mom lives with me. She knows that I'm fine.
I know she eats. She takes good care of herself.
Exactly. See?
Happens to be skinny mini, but she does take
exactly. We're all different.
But she does take good care of herself.
Exactly.
What do you do? How do other people sit on chairs? Like, look at all the chairs here. I don't understand. Like, did I have to ask the lifeguard or something? Like, I don't understand. This is like when you go to like those stores that maybe like build the furniture. I mean, there's nails. Maybe you need a screwdriver. Okay. I'll just put that down for now, like whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'll just like give this chair away to someone or something. Because I don't know if I'll ever get it back in there. Like this is like a whole project. Here's the beach chair.
You have to set it up.
It's beautiful, right? Oh my gosh.
You have to, don't sit in it. You have to set it up. You have to pull it.
Oh, it's not set up? No. Oh, I can't sit in it like this? I thought I finally had it.
No, you have to stretch it out. Oh no. Mm-hmm.
Does this stretch more?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like that's all it stretches.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stretch it any more than that. This is what you said to do, right? Just grab this nice pot. So I guess this is dirt.
Put the pot down so it don't go all over your socks.
Oh, right. I get my rainbow socks. Don't want to.
Okay.
Is it raining?
Oh no, I think it might be.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no, oh no.
Okay, stand up. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
What do I do?
Come here, I'll flake it off.
Oh my gosh, I really like these socks.
It's already coming off.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm not good at this.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
My pink couch has a stain on it. I just figured I should tell you now because I know like the longer there's a stain, like the more unlikely it will probably come out. Alright guys, she was awake, luckily. She's gonna come up and try to help us. This is so odd. Why is it odd? You guys, I love my pink couch. You're an adult. I'm aware that I'm an adult, but I'm an idiot adult. They're all making fun of me saying I'm an adult and like saying how pathetic I am because I should be doing it myself.
People.
I'm an idiot adult, you guys. I do admit that very openly. My mom is smart, unlike me. She knows how to fix it. I don't know how to fix it.
I don't know if I can fix it.
Oh, I think you fixed it. See, this is why I call her. This is so odd. You need to learn basic functions. Not really. If teacher to clean the couch, what happened when Deb dies? What if I die before Deb, guys? Since you guys like to call her Deb. We don't know how long anyone's gonna live for. So, you know what? Like, we don't need to think about that.
That's it. Everyone have their opinions. Everyone think what they want.
As a parent myself, it's hard to wrap my head around how Deb can make Eugenia so reliant on her and have so much control over Eugenia, yet she isn't pushing her in a positive direction. We see on camera again all the time how Deb feeds into Eugenia's illness, and it's absolutely devastating. That's why so many people on the internet are so concerned that Eugenia will never fully recover under her mother's care. And when it comes to the recovery aspect of it all, none of us know what that really looks like for Eugenia. However, my only true hope for her is that she can get to a place in her life where she tries to combat this instead of consistently saying that it's never gonna happen.
She doesn't have to make that kind of content. She doesn't have to talk about it all the time.
I don't need to do recovery videos, okay? Like, we can recover from being sad. You know, here I've been so happy. It's been such a good couple days. So, yeah. Don't you guys want me to be happy? Do you guys want to help? And wouldn't you like what we're doing? Wouldn't you like me hanging here with Jeffrey and having fun? So, everyone, Jeffrey's helped me in so many ways. I'm just saying. So, you guys are like, Jeffrey should be helping her. It's like he is.
Instead of being in a place of denial or trying to deny that there's anything wrong, right? I think people would be a bit more understanding if she was more transparent and said, yeah, you know what, guys? Yes, I struggle with XYZ. I'm trying to work on it. You guys don't know what I do behind the scenes. You can judge me if you want. I don't want to talk about it. I struggle every single day. This is my life. I know what I deal with and what I don't. Just know I'm doing the best I can. Of course, it's not going to shut it all up. You're going to have haters. You're going to have trolls. You're going to have nasty people. It's the internet. But I do think that it would make a difference because I feel like a lot of people do come from a place of concern, and a lot of people do come from a place of frustration as well, because she has kind of always been more like, I'm okay, you guys. Everything's fine. I'm fine. I'm good. Nothing's wrong. You guys are crazy. And I think people just really get frustrated when she's on national television and you have Fox News and all these like outlets reporting on her, because it's obvious that she isn't.
There are now renewed calls for YouTuber Eugenia Cooney to be removed from YouTube. The fear is that her image could have a negative impact on the emotionally vulnerable out there. Cooney has been known for her skeletal frame since 2013. She took a break from social media, but she returned with new videos and photos looking smaller than ever.
Whatever the case may be, health-wise, it's obvious that she's not well. And yeah, I do think that acknowledging that, just a smidge of transparency, I really do think could help a lot when it comes to the confusion of it all and it comes to people's frustration. Not trolling the audience, making fun of the situation, acting like there's nothing wrong.
I asked if your mom to let me into the conservatorship. Eugenia's in a conservatorship and I'm actually helping. Yeah, you guys, I have 3 phones. One phone is just for me and Eugenia's mother to talk about her schedule for the week.
You and my mom, you guys are such a good team.
Thank you. There's so many files, you guys, between me, Kris Jenner, and Eugenia's mom. Our group text has so many files. And now that Eugenia's mom is helping me run my YouTube channel and bringing it back to life,
yes.
It's really cool.
It's gonna be like Jeffrey's manager too. Like, Jeffrey, these two will both be under a conservatorship.
She actually uploaded the Gothic Beach video for me.
She did such a good job. You know, I know
the captions were honestly just like mine.
Some of them in my chat, I guess they're a little bit too mad about our conservatorships. So they were like, let's bring back the change.org petition. I'm just like,
oh, you guys don't have to do that. Spend your time on something else. Thank you so much.
The reason a lot of people have an issue with her friendship with Jeffrey and other people, other influencers, isn't because they support her or are nice to her. It has nothing to do with that at all. I think people should. It made me very happy to see them together and Eugenia having a good time. She looked genuinely happy. But it's in the way that they're doing it. The trolling of the audience, the antagonizing people, like Jeffrey telling people, hey, come to my store, say the stuff to Eugenia's face.
He's the best security guard.
Like, hell yeah, I'm strapped up. What are y'all gonna do?
Yeah, what
if
are you
one
gonna do to us?
listen, if one person will pull up and tell Eugenia to her face what you say online, I'll give you a free lip gloss and I'll beat your fucking ass. We'll give you the full Wyoming winter skincare line and then we'll jump you in the parking lot.
Don't mess with that.
You're really gonna lose your store and or go to jail over some mean comments on TikTok? Jeffrey's not stupid. So I just have to wonder, what's the real motivation for this? Because no, Jeffrey, I mean, you're not gonna risk a battery charge off of someone saying something nasty to Eugenia on TikTok at your store.
Of course, they would never get through. I mean, it's Jeffrey freaking Star. We know he's got security. We know Eugenia has her own people too, but it's like, why even antagonize people like that? It's asking for aggression. It's asking for attacks, and it's not beneficial. It's definitely not productive. It's not helping the situation. I don't see how that is supporting Eugenia. Being kind to her, spending time with her, all of those things, meeting her where she's at, accepting her, loving her, all of that I am in full agreement on. But feeding into this mean girl energy and trying to piss off the audience more than they already are, or trying to troll the audience about things like conservatorships. I don't know about anybody in the chat, but there's nothing funny about conservatorships. Absolutely nothing funny about it, in my personal opinion. So when they troll about that, or they troll about just certain very serious aspects like that, like her being chained up.
Break me free, everybody. Oh, I gotta get in my cage tonight. I know, guys. Yeah, when I sleep, I gotta get in the cage, you know? Like, how do some people not get that some things are a joke? Like, I'm like, do you guys really
just all the things that they troll about? It's frustrating. I get that Eugenia gets a lot of hate sent her way. I've seen her comment sections. I know people pick her apart. People can be really disgusting, and that's another reason why this is so sensitive. But I genuinely believe, no matter what they say, majority of people are just really concerned, and they're not trying to come from a hateful place or a nasty place like that. They're just genuinely concerned, and they don't understand, and they're really worried for her.
When I first heard she was going away to Wyoming, I did think, will this actually be the thing that turns things around for her? Going on vacation can be about the best thing for an ED'd person, I think, for any person who's stuck in a rut of repetition and a limited disordered life. But the more clips I'm seeing, the more I'm convinced that, like, I don't know what this thing between them is, and I don't like the way he comes off with her on live streams, the way he just talks over her, spits out random love bomby comments while completely ignoring. It's very weird.
We have the right to say that. It's playing out on a public platform in front of millions of people. There's so many issues with the content itself.
When you wear clothing revealing ribs, it's triggering to people, so I don't know. Well, then they don't have to watch it.
Wait a minute.
Like, okay, guys, like, that's like the same as saying, like, if somebody's bigger and they have, like, fat rolls, like, what if that makes them think that's healthy? Or what if, like, you know, like, should we go and, like, say, like, oh, that's not okay, they're showing their, like, rolls, and they're overweight.
Shawty.
Excuse you, I'm not being rude, it's a fact.
Let's not pretend like these two things that she's trying to talk about and compare that they're the same thing. Cause they're not. Like, somebody who's larger showing off their body compared to somebody who's unhealthily underweight, constantly showing off their body, bro. One of those things is actually highlighted and valued in society. It's just a fact. But smaller frames, come on, that has been the ideal, especially within beauty standards, especially just within advertising, marketing, existence in general. That has been what's consistently pushed onto society as the ultimate standard to be at. The fact of the matter is that young kids on TikTok, which is actually the demographic that TikTok tends to go after, that's the platform that children are using. They might, in most cases they will, look at your content where you showcase your body. Fuck, they might even just be listening to what you're saying right now and think that this is okay, because this kind of talk is gonna lead them to believe that this, the way that you look, should be normalized. And that shit should not be taken lightly. Because yes, eating disorders are prevalent in society and we should normalize that, but we should not normalize having them. There's a clear difference there because it takes a lot of mental deterioration. You gotta listen to the people and what they're trying to say. They know it's not your responsibility to take care of other people or handle what other people are choosing to put themselves through by watching your content, potentially being triggered. But I do think that she is still contributing to a culture that glorifies EDs as well as undermines the damage that they do to people.
I feel like this is such an outlet for her that I do worry about if she didn't have it, if that would only make things worse. And I don't want to see that for her, but at the same time, I do feel like there should be repercussions. There should be age restrictions, trigger warnings, disclaimers, something, you guys, something. Even if you don't watch her at this point, you see it from other creators discussing it or whatever. It's every corner you turn on social media anymore, you see something about it. So it's kind of hard to ignore it. And I don't think that that's the answer. I don't think ignoring it is the answer. I think avoiding the conversation altogether is the huge issue because the vulnerable young people aren't hearing the possible downsides. They're just seeing the upward. A lot of people are turning on each other or being very judgmental of one another and how people are dealing with it. And it's just like, none of that resolves anything, you guys. Like, literally none of it.
Rich Lux, in my opinion, has no integrity whatsoever as a journalist, if you want to call him that. I think that going live with Eugenia Cooney at this point in her journey in life is problematic in itself. I think this is a different breed.
Dress is 123 Sesame Street. She's unconscious right now on TikTok Live. Gypsy K506 knocked her out. And Rad. Does she look like she's breathing? Chat, is she breathing? Chat, yes or no?
Fucking gross, bro.
Oh my God.
The little emoji there, that is a stop sign, was put on by the listener that sent this like screen grab in. And that is because her underwear were showing. Again, she's laying there pretending to be dead.
As then Rich Lux is pretending to call people.
For Rich Lux to sit here and think that he's doing any sort of joke, like we talked about our last topic, like, oh, that's not a joke. No, this is like so beyond not a joke. You are spineless and you have no moral compass whatsoever. I don't care if you're actually real life friends with her, because that's what Jeffrey's gonna start claiming now. She's under Jeffrey's care right now. Even if you want to claim that you are, you're fucking not.
Jesse, always to the extreme. She's dead. Eugenia Cooney was not dead. Like, come on. When she wins, I get up, I throw my chair across the room, I pretend like I passed out. Like, but she doesn't see that. She doesn't see the battles before or after or any context. It's just, oh, she's dead. Eugenia Cooney's dead. This is so disgusting for you to sit here and try to paint this picture that's not true. That's why I say, fuck you, Jesse. And it's so disgusting, Jesse, that you're gonna sit here and try to get an own on me when you didn't. And again, you're gonna sit here and pretend like you care about Eugenia Cooney when you don't. When you can clearly see that me and her are having a good time playing around. But you don't see that. And what you want to do is you want to paint this picture like I'm the villain, like I'm the bad guy, when I'm far from that. So when I sit up here and I say, fuck you, Jesse, you're trash, I mean it wholeheartedly with love and respect.
The main issue when it comes to the topic of Eugenia Cooney is there are so many different perspectives of what support should look like for Eugenia. A lot of people believe that in order to consider yourself a friend, you have to be pushing Eugenia in a positive direction to get help. However, on the flip side of that, I think that Rich and others believe they're doing exactly that and just showing her kindness, meeting her where she's at in life, and trying to build a trust with her, because that is another thing that plays a massive role in all of this. Eugenia has major trust issues, and it's not easy to become close to her because she has built up these walls. It's definitely not something that happens overnight with her. It's a process of developing a genuine friendship in order to do any good within her life. That's why I believe the only person in her life that could truly change things right now in this moment is her mother. She trusts Deb with her life and relies on her for so much. I will never be able to make sense of it in my mind how Deb can sit by and do nothing. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments down below. We can continue this conversation. I do want to wrap it up by saying I don't think that throwing daggers at one another online, who most of us are strangers to Eugenia and have never met her aside from Jeffrey, does any good in this situation, especially for Eugenia herself, because she already has so many trust issues and doesn't allow people in. I can imagine it's not easy seeing those that are kind to you and friendly with you being attacked online every other week just for doing so. That has to make it even harder to let people in to get close to, because you don't want to see them be drugged through hell just for communicating with you. I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Also, if you would, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and tap the bell if you would like to see my future content. Thank you for hanging out with me. I know this one is a longer one. I appreciate you all to the moon and stars, and until my next one, bye y'all.